SoundOff, Louisiana's premier television sports talk show, is on deck from the Caesars Sportsbook at Horseshoe Lake Charles. The three wise guys are mic'd up and ready. SoundOff begins now.
All right, remember that money-back guarantee that we talked about last week? Still in effect. If you're not satisfied with the show, money-back guaranteed. You can call
Money
Kevin
back,
Guidry,
we always
email
know
Kevin
what we're
Guidry,
talking about.
and he'll give all
Always.
your money back because we got a
If
great
you
show.
want to hear it straight,
Right
tune
here.
in.
Right here. All right, welcome in. Thanks for hanging with us. SoundOff coming to you from Caesars Sportsbook at Horseshoe Lake Charles. I guess we're in decent moods, even though LSU lost, McNeese lost, Saints lost, Dallas Cowboys
Who else
lost,
could
Texans
lose?
won. Let's see.
Cowboys losing's good.
And Jaden Daniels still basking in celebration lights and
That
everything
kid
else.
should win Rookie of the Year.
Unbelievable.
I'm
All right,
sorry.
again,
A lot of
Hands down.
football
we
there.
begin with the LSU Tigers. Okay. Now, let me head off some of this, another round of fans and media chatter and blasting that Brian Kelly can't win big games in prime time under the lights. I bring up
But
my
Rick-
evidence. Last year, prime time, he beat Alabama. This year, prime
No,
time,
2
big
years
game.
ago.
2 years. 2 years, yeah, first year.
Yeah.
Ole
he-
Miss. And Alabama had to be higher ranked. Ole Miss this year, higher ranked, prime time, he beats Ole Miss. Games are hard to win, Mr. Former football player in the LSU and NFL. You know that.
Rick, let me
The
tell you something.
Aggies are a good team.
The
They
Aggies
threw
are.
a curveball at them and they
You're
didn't
talking about the
respond. It
bright
happens.
lights.
It happens.
You know, Brian Kelly has never lost a night game in Tiger Stadium.
Really? You sure about that?
Yes, I'm positive.
Okay.
And they announced.
We've got 1 in 2 weeks,
They
though.
announced last Monday. You what?
I say we've got 1 in 2 weeks.
He's got
though.
his Alabama red on. I don't know what it is.
We got 1
They
in 2
announced
weeks.
last Monday, or this past Monday, that the Alabama game will be a night game, 6:30
no doubt.
on ABC.
Yeah,
No
of
doubt,
course it
Scooter.
would be, I would think.
Did you expect it to
is
be
there any
anything
question?
else?
Well, you
Really?
never
Somebody-
know. ABC's got to
Let me-
fill that
let me-
2:30
That's true.
slot.
And both
Let me-
of them are not in the top 10.
Let me make a news flash.
I don't know who would.
Let me make a quick news flash. After the LSU and Alabama game, somebody's going home for good.
Well, they're
yeah.
not
That's
going home and they're not
definitely-
going to the playoffs.
It's definitely an
Somebody's going home for
elimination
good,
game.
okay?
All right, look, this sets up LSU. This is a
Man.
run-the-table scenario. If they want to stay, they got to
Yeah,
run.
Rick.
They got to run it, and Kelly
Yeah,
knows it and everything else. I know you're a big-time Donnie Downer on
I'm
LSU.
not a downy. I just see games. You know, you at College Station, Kyle Field, 107,000. What?
Yeah.
How you get 107,000 in
Yeah,
that place?
they
I
have
man?
a
know
lot of money. They
officially they
expanded
What?
say it's a big ass stadium.
Yeah,
Look, Rick.
Have you ever been there since they redid it?
I have not.
Oh yeah.
I have
I've
not.
been there. It's,
Okay.
it's huge.
I know
They're
you
6
played
and
in it, but it
2.
looks
It's
nothing
LSU is
like.
6-2.
Rick, my thing is this. There are games, as a coaching staff, you help your players out. You put them in situations to where, hey, even if I don't have my
Kelly's is owned up.
best people out there,
That's
hell, I got to
exactly.
call some offensive plays that's going to help my quarterback out
Yes.
if
You
he's
know,
struggling.
And Kelly brought that up with the struggles Nussmeier had. And
He can't
and
throw
I-
400 yards every
Hey,
game.
my
He
turn. My
Can't.
turn.
He can't do it.
Not every game, but he can.
Now you've thrown me off track. But
Brian
if
Kelly.
you could just keep your mouth
Brian
shut.
Kelly. I'm trying to help you out. Brian Kelly, offensive plays.
And he did go on. And
Yeah.
he's right. That, I mean, when you absolutely cannot run the ball, it catches up to you.
Big time.
And eventually you can't throw it either.
Right.
But even when they were throwing, I've never seen so many all the way across the field. They're making him throw the ball 40
Look,
yards to gain 5.
Yeah. Scooter, look.
You know,
That's
I
good. That's
did
good call
not
out. That's good call out.
understand that.
That's good call out.
Credit to A&M defense. They wanted to come into this game and take away the run and causing us to be uncomfortable. And I'm
Well,
telling
they
you
did
guys,
that.
the
Yeah.
interceptions that he threw were him doing what? Outside the pocket. If you give him that pocket presence and let him find somebody else, he's going to be okay. But when you put him outside the pocket, Rick, he's not real good outside the pocket.
I disagree
That's when
there.
his problems
He-
started.
I mean, he
You know,
was harassed. You're right. That may have caused the interception.
That was the game plan.
But he can throw out of the pocket.
Yeah,
That's not.
but Scooter, you can't throw under duress, okay? This kid was under
That's
duress
two different
the
things.
whole entire game. And the two throws that he made, you don't make those throws. I'm sorry.
You don't.
He's better than that.
You don't.
He's better than that.
You have to take.
And he knows that.
He's never seen a pass he doesn't throw. He think
that he
he
doesn't
can
like.
make.
Yeah.
So you have to take. You remember 2 years ago with Jaden Daniels. I don't know if Kelly came out and said it, but he insinuated he'd like to see Daniels throw a few more interceptions.
Yeah,
just
take some chances.
because he wasn't taking. And he did that the next year, and he won the damn Heisman.
Yeah, no doubt. All right.
It's LSU has too much talent to have left that game in College
Brian
Station.
Kelly. I'm a Brian Kelly supporter. Okay,
Well,
you're not,
like
but
Kelly.
I am. All right. But
I support him.
he is. I
But
know
there's
you
some things he's
I
got to
know.
do better.
I know. He really went out on a limb and tempted the football gods. The field goal.
Rick,
hijinks.
we hadn't even got to that.
We didn't talk about that earlier in the
We
week.
hadn't even got to that yet, okay?
I mean, the missed field goals by Ramos.
Yeah, but they were. It was more in the snaps and the holds.
48-yarder, 49-yarder, you make those kicks. I got it.
But they weren't good snaps, and one of them hit the hole.
That's a cop-out.
I will make a prediction. I don't know if it was the snapper or the holder. Now, on the last one, when it hit the holder in
I
the
think
head.
it was a long snapper.
No, I
even know
think
what
that
the
was
count-
the holder.
You don't
You
even know
really?
what the
He
count
should have
is.
been looking.
You don't even know what the count
But
was.
I guarantee you,
Wasn't even
one of those two, and the holder is the punter.
Yes.
Most
Yeah.
teams do
Yeah.
that because they can practice together. And
yeah.
punters are used to
they're good
catching the
hands.
ball.
Yeah.
Rick-
But they can practice together while everybody else is playing real football.
Let me tell you-
No, I'm not through. But one of those two, I'm predicting, will not have that same job against Alabama.
Okay, we'll see.
That's how
We'll see.
bad Kelly
But he really
was.
tempted the gods by saying, it will never happen again, ever.
Rick,
Man, you
Rick,
don't say
Rick,
that
you
in college
know,
football.
Rick,
You know,
let me tell you
LSU, to my knowledge, was the first school, and this would go back maybe 12, maybe 15 years, was the first school I ever heard of that gave a scholarship to a long snapper.
Yeah.
But LSU went like 12, 13 years without a bad snap.
Yeah, well, he might be
was
taking
lo-
that scholarship
I
away.
mean,
I don't know.
LSU was long snapper you.
That was a circus.
Rick, how
man.
much time
That
do we
was-
have? Are we
No,
close?
you don't have
Nope.
any more
Okay,
time
then,
now, but that
I'll
was a
get it back.
circus. That was one of the things that caused them
And that's
problems.
never happened.
Unbelievable. Hey, when you and the family want to get out for a night out for lunch or a day out for lunch or dinner, hey, head over to the National Golf Club in Westlake. Check out the Max Bar and Grill. Sizzling steaks and burgers and fresh seafood, pasta dishes, salads, and much more. Save room for the bread pudding. A night out at the Max for adult beverages at the Great Bar for live sports, and they're open 7 days a week. The Max in Westlake.
It is good. The Miller Lights win the big game.
You're right, Luke. Miller Lite is less filling and tastes great.
Wait, is this a dream?
No, Luke. This is a Miller Lite commercial.
Hello, portable AC. Hello, Topo Chico. Topo Chico Hard Seltzer with added minerals for a crisp taste.
Now's the perfect time to enjoy your amazing backyard. Unless you have a mosquito problem, contact the experts at J&J Exterminating and take advantage of $50 off initial service. Make this summer the best ever with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment.
Dave's back on.
Coors Light. Choose chill.
All right, welcome back to the show. Caesar Sportsbook, Horseshoe Lake Charles. Caesar Sportsbook, the legendary, iconic name in sports wagering, is right here in Southwest Louisiana. Get on down here and place your bets. Remember, sign up for that Caesar's reward card. You can do it here, or go online. You can do the Caesar Sportsbook app. You get all that action. You place a $500 wager. You're going to win a Houston Texans real fancy polo shirt. Are you interested in a betting line up there, sir? You got an early line on LSU, Alabama?
Monday Night Football.
Oh, Monday Night Football.
yeah.
All right.
Look.
Caesar Sportsbook right here at Horseshoe Lake Charles. All right, you wanted to
Rick,
jump
just
in
real
once
quick.
again. You're not done
Rick,
with LSU.
Rick, special teams, Rick, come on now. That's your third. Come on, you got to help me on that. We left what? Was it 9 points on the board? 12 or what? 9 or 12?
Okay, you say he misses a 49-yarder, at least 6.
Okay. Even if he makes it, still.
No, I mean, that's well within his range.
That's
I
that's
agree.
what we're saying.
I agree.
I don't know how much of it was on him and how much of it. Now, the first one I think was. But the other two is obviously snaps involved.
These
or holes. But they came out of nowhere.
These guys, y'all, for the entire practice for 2 hours and 40 minutes, 2 hours and 50 minutes.
That's all they do.
This is all they do. Now, you can guarantee that these guys are going to catch hell the entire week.
Yeah.
The entire week. Because pretty much we lose by, 15?
Yeah.
We left 12 points out there.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, guys.
Well, Hobbs' point.
Come on now.
He come out of Arkansas. He got a game ball. He made
Dude.
4 kicks.
It was SEC special
Yeah,
teams
it's
player of the
crazy.
week.
It's crazy.
And
I
I'm
got it.
saying
All right.
there's more to it than just him. That whole little threesome.
Oh, yeah, I'm with
the
you
little
on that.
trio.
I got you. All right, let's figure out the McNeese Cowboys and where they go from here. We reported to you earlier in the week that senior star quarterback, Clifton McDowell, he was their star. He was the engine that was going to make this offense.
The season's over. The season's over.
You know, it's not
I'm just
over.
being
They're going to
honest.
play 3 more games,
They're gonna
by the
play
way.
3 games,
But
the season's
Clifton
over,
McDowell has been sidelined for the rest of the year. It's been officially announced. He's sidelined for the rest of the year due to that injury on his throwing hand. We've talked about it extensively on this show. Running back Trevante Citizen, the former Lake Charles prep star, went to Miami, came back. Yeah. I think I can count on 2 hands maybe how many snaps he's played this
Rick,
year.
if the kid
He's
is
probably
injured,
out for the rest of the year as well,
he's-
undisclosed injury. So now he's out. Curtis DeVille, another one of those cogs, has been injured pretty much all year. He may come back. So where does this team go? And here's the job of this coaching staff: to dangle that carrot of a winning season and keep these guys motivated. The playoffs are gone. You're not going to contend
Rick,
for the Southland.
When you don't have certain people in places to give the guys motivation, Clifton McDowell was one of the guys that's going to probably motivate at least 10 to 15 guys on that team to say, hey, man, look, we got a chance for Clifton. I mean, not to take anything away from Six Killer.
No.
But, Rick, you need
19
people in that
years
locker
old,
room.
redshirt freshman
You need people in that locker room that's going to be able to tell players, guys, it's going to be okay. Just hang in there. Come on, we're going to get through this. If you don't have that voice in that locker room, Rick, the season is over.
Good point. No, it's a good point.
Season's over.
It's a good point. You know, and I asked Gary Goff to kind of put this in context of losing a McDowell, in particular McDowell. And he said,
he's the offense.
I don't
Rick.
like it, but
he's the
injuries are a
offense.
part of this game.
Yeah.
We got to be able to.
So why
listen.
did he not make
the
the
offense.
trip to
That's
Nichols?
curious.
I mean,
He
the
didn't
whole
make the trip
thing
to
is
Nichols.
curious.
Yeah.
I know different coaches are different about that.
I'm with Scooter on that.
Some coaches, if they're not going to play, they don't want them there. Unless they're like, say,
Well, nope.
Jaden Daniels or Joe Burrow at LSU, you would probably
Look, even
if they couldn't play.
Even if you're not playing, I think a player should be there to encourage that guy that's at his position.
I agree.
I told.
I don't really
why
understand
wouldn't
it,
you
but-
not go?
Goff said point blank
you don't
that he
know
wasn't
who's-
going to play, so why take him?
You,
Wasn't
I
gonna
don't
play,
agree
so
with
why
that.
take
okay.
him?
I don't agree
Did
with
he
that.
want to go?
I don't agree with that.
I don't know.
See, I mean,
I talked to Clifton
I don't
McDowell.
agree with that.
Yeah.
You
I'm
come. You're
with
part
you
of
on
the team. You come.
All right. Injury to insult. Okay. You got a defense that the secondary against coverage is pretty good. They're in some national rankings. But boy, you just can get a head into a body part on a key play. I mean, the Colin Guggenheim going back to the Nichols game,
Yeah.
a basic little screen pass. He breaks. He didn't sidestep. He broke 3 tackles for a
He
touchdown
did.
to pretty much win the game and put it away.
He did.
Those are the kind of things that
Guggenheim, I remember that name from the Nichols LSU.
LSU, yeah, and but they
Yeah.
had him under wraps.
They did.
The defense had him
They
under
did,
wraps.
Rick.
All of that. So again, this is a team.
He's Nichols is Taysom Hill.
Exactly.
That's what he is.
This is a team that can't afford, even going into from the game 1 on, they couldn't afford to lose a Citizen or a McDowell because they don't have enough playmakers. They don't.
Well, but they
don't.
I will repeat what I said Tuesday, but they have a lot of pieces. They did against Nichols. They did a lot of things that win games,
Yeah.
but it's offset by the sloppiness.
Yes. Yeah.
And a lot of that
And
comes
the
with
lack of
coaching.
discipline.
A lot of that comes
Yeah.
with coaching.
It does. It does.
A lot of
The
that's
fan
coaching.
base here, if they're not frustrated already, This week, when Commerce comes in,
I give McNeese fans credit.
they got to be frustrated over a promising 4-2 start. Think about this.
Yeah.
About the rebuild and 4-2, and now they're 4-5.
Rick, we was at the Southern game, and I mean that drop off from the Southern game to the home games after that.
Okay, so
Well, really, I guess they peaked at Weber
The
State.
Southern game
big team.
Yeah.
Big
was
team. All right.
probably the
4
largest
straight on
crowd.
the road, gentlemen. Now, again, it's not an excuse.
No, it's not.
4
Rick.
straight
It's not.
on the road.
It's not right, but
It is
I
not
mean,
right.
you-
It's ridiculous.
It is. I have to
play
agree.
the hand.
You break that up, Rick, somehow to give yourself a chance. 4 straight away games. I mean, I can see it for baseball, basketball. You play a lot of games, but Rick, you only got 12 games, man. 4 of them going to be on the road back to back.
Back to back, and an open date. I don't know. Cowboy fans forgot about this team. They're thinking basketball already. We're up against the clock. We're coming back with round 3 of Sound Off when we return.
Hello, portable AC. Hello, Topo Chico. Topo Chico Hard Seltzer with added minerals for a crisp taste.
I love being an adult because bringing a fruit platter to a party takes on a whole new meaning. Don't tell anyone it's door-bought. Simply Spiked. It's getting juicy.
What's bugging you?
Is it ants? They're crazy, tiny, irritating pests outside trying to get in. At J&J, we offer weapons to locate, eliminate, and prevent their entering your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
And it's good. The Miller Lights win the big game.
You're right, Luke. Miller Lite is less filling and tastes great.
Wait, is this a dream?
No, Luke. This is a Miller Lite commercial.
Sound Off from Caesar Sportsbook, Horseshoe, Lake Charles. All right, home of Sound Off.
Yes.
Home of Caesar Sportsbook. You got Bruise Brothers right here, but also some luxury dining, and that would be Gordon Ramsay Steakhouse, which is right around the bend on 2nd floor.
Yes.
Elite steaks. I mean, celebrity chef. You know about Gordon Ramsay, right, and what he does.
Yes.
Yes.
He does
I
everything
have
top
heard of
shelf, does all the TV shows and the whole thing. The man, the myth. Gordon Ramsay. Are you trying to call him now?
No.
Please have him on the show.
Not yet, Rick. Believe me, not yet.
Please have Gordon Ramsay on the show. He might be able to bring some sample food out here and we can show all
We
the
need
people.
to. That would be
I'm telling you,
awesome,
wouldn't that
Rick.
be great? Special occasions or just treat yourself.
That'd be awesome.
Come on down to Horseshoe Lake Charles, Gordon Ramsay
It's really nice, yeah,
Steakhouse.
it is.
They're all over
It
the
is.
country. I saw one in Las Vegas, had a burger there.
That's the main one.
Well, you know,
I've
I
went
don't
to
have
that
your
one.
budget, and I don't have his checkbook. So
I went to the one in Vegas.
The wife and I, we
That's-
opted for hamburgers. And
That's where it's originated
it
from.
was top.
It's awesome.
All right.
You went
Let's
to
do some
Vegas
NFL.
and ate a
Boy,
hamburger?
nutty weekend pass in the NFL. I got to get on some of these things. Yeah, the Hail
It's been a
Mary.
rough week, Rick.
The Stevenson guy for the Bears, yakking to the fans, and
Yeah.
he's not even in the play, and then he
What
makes
is-
the stupid
what
play.
is he thinking?
I don't know what he's thinking. It's just stupid. It's just, I don't know how Iberfuse. Okay, do you trade Dennis Allen for, you want this guy, Iberfuse from the Bears, to come down here?
No,
I don't
no,
think
no,
so.
no.
Holy
Because
smoke.
our old friend Jim Gazzola
No,
is a huge
no.
Bears fan.
Huge Bears guy.
And he's been tracking this guy's mistakes for a
Really?
while.
And he's a
Oh, my
defensive
goodness.
specialist. See?
Yes.
He's a
Yeah.
defensive guy. All right, let's talk about this thing. 6-game losing
Look.
streak. We all know the problems. Look, the injuries are getting a little better. Pete
It's a
Werner
minor
finally
league
showed up
team.
on the
Yeah.
defense. Pete Werner. Hadn't seen him for like 5 games.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
just
going
over
to say
this,
once
man.
they get Carr back, if that's this week, especially playing the awful Panthers, then no more excuses. I've been giving them a break. Because
Yeah,
to me,
yeah.
it looks like they're still playing.
And you want Dennis
fairly
Allen back
hard.
because of that?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't
No,
think it went
not
that
at
far.
all.
I didn't think he'd make it.
Not at all.
this- this
Unless
last year.
he would, if he
Dennis
were to
just wasn't.
turn this season around. Oh God!
All right, so here we go. Let's go down that little rabbit hole. All right. You think there's a possibility?
No.
Okay, I just wanted to make that
Of
they
what?
could contend in the NFC
I didn't.
South
I
with
didn't
Oh,
think
no.
Washington.
6 losses
Oh,
I didn't
and
think-
losses to come.
Tampa,
I
Atlanta.
didn't-
No.
I didn't think Washington had a chance with 2 seconds to play yesterday either.
Good point. Good
Okay,
point.
So Stranger.
But it would take a
But
whole
you
lot
know
of Hail
what we're
Marys for
talking
the
about.
Saints to get turned
It would
around.
take a lot.
We touched on this Tuesday. My contention that the Saints are playing with the 2 worst quarterbacks in the NFL right
Well, that's
now.
a statement that I can't research off the top of my head. I'd have to look through the roster.
Okay.
I don't know if
man.
Rattler and Hainer are the 2 worst.
And you know,
I don't know.
I guess my question would be, how did the Saints get themselves in that situation? Because injuries are a part of the game. Did you see what Jameis Winston did yesterday?
Yes, that was one of the nutty things in the NFL.
You know,
the Browns beat the Ravens?
Yes.
Was it in Baltimore, I think?
I do not. I think it was in Cleveland, but it doesn't matter.
It really doesn't.
Yeah.
The mighty Baltimore
How does that
Jameis
happen?
Winston. Now, the Cleveland Browns, we're getting off track here, but the Cleveland Browns do have still a pretty good defense. But Jameis Winston? Okay. All right, so.
Jameis Winston could have beat the Chargers yesterday.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Fair
right?
Maybe.
Fair enough, Scooter.
I like
Fair
Justin
enough.
Herbert. But the Chargers, they're
I
not
like
super
Justin
dynamic.
No, they're not.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
They got nobody on the outside.
That's what they were saying.
Lad
Now, if they
McConkey.
had gotten any offense from the Saints, really any quarterback play from the Saints.
I got you. Yeah, I got you.
I'm not.
Lad McConkey, the babyface wide receiver for the Chargers, he's doing it. This illegal receiver push-off. I told y'all at the start of the NFL season, I don't like it, and they need to call it more. They do it a lot.
And
McConkey
you know,
making run, they're shoving the DB away.
Give it to the DBs for grabbing and doing this. But, you know, it's got to be 50-50,
It does.
And they have to fix that rule, man. They have to.
It does. All right, so the Saints are not going to contend for the South. You're saying Derek Carr comes back. They might, turn it around a little bit. A little bit.
Look.
I don't see them having a winning season. I didn't predict they'd have a winning season when all this started.
Start looking to fix the pieces for next year. That's what you do. Okay, I'm sorry.
I bet after they were 2-0, you thought they'd have a winning
season for next year.
I was hedging a little bit. I was hedging a little bit.
Even with them winning
with that
2 games
offensive
in a row.
line.
You
That
know?
offensive line.
Sure. But he put some pieces in place. Kubiak, I think, is a good offensive coordinator.
Got no pieces.
But you got
You
to
got
give
two
him
rookies.
something to work with.
You got to, Chris
Rick-
Olave, and you lost Shaheed.
Yeah.
I mean,
and that was your big play guy.
That was your
offense.
deep guy.
Look, Rick, my thing is this, Rick. When you look at teams around the NFL, the ones that are winning, what do you see them have constant in their resume? One thing.
You got to have quarterback play in this league. You got to have quarterback play. That's number one. All right.
Rick, that's the
and
answer, man.
You got to be able to run a little bit and
That's
stop.
the answer, Rick, man.
I know.
Quarterbacks can solve all ills or whatever if you've got a good guy that can manage the whole entire field, man.
All right. Talk about
That's
nutty stuff. All right. We talked a lot about this week about the Hail Mary for Jaden Daniels. Couldn't happen to a great, nicer guy. Great play. 6-2.
6-2.
The NFC East.
He's a rookie.
This is the Washington Commanders.
He's a rookie,
They must
too,
have
Rick.
been bad. They had the number 2 pick in the draft.
They were bad.
Okay.
But a new owner, Dan Quinn, with the hat backwards.
Yeah. You got to love it, bro.
And he got a great offensive
And let me
coordinator
tell you,
to team up with Daniels.
Rick.
Clint Kingsbury is a good offensive coordinator.
My 2 favorite coaches in the NFL is the Detroit Lions coach and this guy.
Dan Quinn? So you like defensive guys?
Man, that's players will play for
Campbell's
those guys,
offensive.
man.
And
They'll play for those guys.
I
They'll play
always hated Washington, but it was because of their owner.
Yeah.
Dan
He's
Snyder.
gone. Look at the change. Look at the change.
Yeah.
He was
Talk
crazy,
about.
man.
I got to throw this in because we got the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones said a
Rick.
week ago, Derrick Henry's abilities didn't fit our offensive schemes.
Have you lost your mind?
That was Jerry Jones.
Have you lost your mind?
Brock Purdy
Was
over
that
the weekend.
Jerry Jones owner or Jerry Jones GM?
Jerry Jones, whatever.
Have you
GM.
lost
Derrick
your mind? Have you
Henry
lost your
can't
mind,
fit
Rick?
into our offensive scheme. You know, Brock Purdy had more rushing yards over the weekend beating the Dallas Cowboys than the entire Dallas Cowboy offense.
Rick,
Brock
Did y'all see
Purdy.
him at the game when they always got to show Jerry? Where was his posse? He was all by his lonesome. He was by his lonesome.
Things are getting rough up there in that
nutty
press box,
week
Scoop.
in the
It's
NFL.
getting rough, man.
Jerry Jones is just off his rocker.
It's getting rough.
We're got to take a break. We're coming back for final round of Sound Off when we come back. Stay right there.
He takes the handoff. It's a refurb.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment.
Dave's back on.
Coors Light. Choose chill.
Now's the perfect time to enjoy your amazing backyard. Unless you have a mosquito problem, contact the experts at J&J Exterminating and take advantage of $50 off initial service. Make this summer the best ever with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
Hello, portable AC. Hello, Topo Chico. Topo Chico Hard Seltzer with added minerals for a crisp taste.
All right, final round of Sound Off coming to you from Caesars Sportsbook Horseshoe Lake Charles. Hey, I forgot to mention this. AP college football poll?
Yeah.
Tulane got votes, got like 28
Really?
votes to crack the top 25.
What?
UL Lafayette picked up some votes.
Really?
The Raging Cajuns.
Top 25?
Yes, top 25. And here's another little tidbit I picked up about a week ago.
What?
There was some media talking head pundit. It was a reputable source. Somebody was talking UL Monroe would be in the top 5 of the group of 5 teams.
UL Monroe.
That's before they lost to South Alabama now.
But UL Monroe really, before, even now, they were always in the discussion as one of the worst,
it
FBS
ended the career
teams.
of Bobby Kiesler and Matt Viator
Yeah,
working
it
there.
Bowden.
Yeah, it did.
Bowden?
Yeah, it did.
But they really are one of the great stories, but
You're right.
never hear about it.
UL, the Warhawks.
I'm
They're about
waiting.
5
I
and 2
haven't
now.
really seen them, and I'm waiting on them to get one of those Wednesday or Thursday
Yeah.
nights. games.
First year head coach. The quarterback is, if I get this right, General Maximus Axel Booty. That's his name.
You got 4 first
Son
names.
of Abram Booty, the wide receiver
Yeah.
from LSU. His son, they named him General Maximus
Only
Axel.
a booty would
Only a
name
booty
their
would do
kids
that, okay?
General. That's his
Jesus.
first name. It's crazy. You're right.
Okay,
The UL Monroe
okay.
story is a great story.
Take
here.
that how you want.
All right.
Okay.
You brought it up. We're going to get into LSU Alabama next week. But
Yeah.
didn't you say that if they couldn't stop Marcel Reed, they got
Oh,
a bigger
God.
version coming in Jalen Milroe, the best running quarterback maybe in all of college football.
But you know, more than just a
that's
running
coming.
quarterback, more than just a running quarterback, I think it was that, that option scheme
Yeah.
that A&M was running. You better not, I know this goes against everything you consider holy. You better not sleep on Vanderbilt.
No, Scooter,
Yes.
you're right. Scooter, you're right.
Barely lost
Scooter,
to
you're
Texas.
Right. Scooter, you are so
What was it,
And that
27-24?
that
so right.
quarterback is something.
You're so right, Scooter.
He's
I-
in the
I just-
discussion. He's in
yeah.
the top 10 for the Heisman.
If I was Alabama looking at this week's game with A&M, I wouldn't even throw the ball. I wouldn't even throw it.
Vanderbilt.
For what?
The world is upside down.
For
the world
what?
is upside down. All right, we keep talking about all the pressure on, Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly loses tough games or whatever. Is Lincoln Riley winning a lot of games at Southern Cal?
Can you believe that, man? We lost. Son
All
of
right.
a gun.
I mean,
Steve
he ought to be-
Sarkisian.
everything.
The Longhorns will lose another game. So Brian
probably
Kelly,
so.
Brian Kelly isn't the only one out there.
Yeah, but
Kalen DeBoer has 2 losses. All right, he was in a
I'm
national
going to
championship.
tell you this,
I'm
Kevin.
just
This
saying.
is slightly off track.
Make it quick.
You saying you tired of these 10-2, 10-3 seasons?
He's saying that.
With a 16-team SEC, particularly eventually they're going to 9 conference.
Yes, they are.
You better get used to it. But thing is, eventually that'll be enough to make the playoffs.
Make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Rick,
Good point.
It's just
Good point. Good point. Get out of your darkness, like Aaron Rodgers. Get out of the darkness. We're out of time. We'll see you next time right here at SoundOff.